Hey Virgo, this is a message from your mama on the other side. A message from your mama from the other side. What's your message? Express your feelings. Thoughts create your reality. She wants you to speak your truth. I feel like you have a hard time explaining yourself. Or too, I also hear that maybe she had a hard time expressing herself to you and other people. It was just hard for her to explain certain things. She possibly passed away unable to talk, but she has a lot of mistakes here that she wants to make up for. All right, she's sorry that she didn't make each day count. Okay, I didn't make each day count. Okay, I just feel like she was always within, always drawn out, like going within, drawn in. Kind of like she never opened up and shared her true feelings and emotions with people. But you are definitely, you definitely had a toxic mother. Okay, I see that. All right. I don't know. I feel like she wants you to release any toxic relationships that you are currently in. All right. I feel like she's trying to make amends with you by this reading or other readings or other messages or um, dreams that you have that you have possibly had. She went within in her life and she shut down, possibly feeling like she lost out on life or didn't, all of her dreams didn't come true. She wants you to, thoughts create your reality. She didn't think very highly of herself. So that turned her into an introverted, shy kind of person. Though she was wilding out on you, is what I'm hearing. It's just a phrase I heard, wilding out. She treated you like garbage or garbage, is what I'm hearing. A very narcissistic kind of person, but within when she stepped outside, she was a totally different person. She wants you to release any kind of toxicity that you have in your life. All right. She wants you to live a full life. Make each day count and learn from her mistakes. She's saying, I had a lot of mistakes. I know I screwed some things up. All right. I just didn't think highly of myself. I didn't think that I can go out there and do what I wanted to do because I was taking care of my children or lack thereof. All right. I feel like she feels like she just didn't have it in her to do anything or be a successful person. Message from your mama on the other side. We have mending. She's trying to mend some fences. Okay, with you from the other side. I just did a reading too about a family member coming back. I will post that reading in the corner at the end of this video. I hope you'll be able to watch that one as well. She wants you to mend some broken fences with people within the family, but also between you and she. Okay, she's coming back to mend the brokenness that you all experienced when she was here, when she was alive. All right. Breathe. She probably had some issues with breathing. Maybe she had, I'm hearing somebody had meningitis. Maybe she had meningitis at some point in her life. Um, Something like COPD, or maybe they put a tube down her throat and she couldn't breathe, possibly even asthma or something like that. But she's definitely wanting you to meditate more. And once you meditate more, you're going to definitely feel her energy. You're going to hear the messages she's trying to get to you. I think that she's been trying to communicate you for a long, long time. A message in the bottle. So I definitely feel she's been leaving you messages all over the place. You may go to the store or see her name somewhere, or in odd places, driving by, you see her name on a billboard or something like that, or on a commercial on TV. And she's just telling you, I'm here trying to communicate with you. I'm letting you know I'm around you. She's definitely trying to send you messages in odd places. You'll find messages or you see her name in odd places or something reminding you about it's like something you'll see reminds you of her. I'm trying to get your attention. She's definitely been trying to communicate with you through messages. I don't know if somebody spread her ashes in the water or something like that. Maybe she wanted her ashes spread in water and you granted her wish. It's time to go. She said, look, it was time for me to go. I was tired. I feel like the only way your mother was able to find peace was passing away. Now she's definitely resting in peace. Possibly died at a young age, maybe 45 or younger. She said, I found peace. Okay. I found peace. And I feel like when she got the opportunity to go through that door to the other side, she did. She didn't hesitate. I'm ready. Don't resuscitate me. No DNRs, no machines, no heart machines, no monitors. Let me go. She was ready to go. Okay, what else does your mother want you to know? Strength. Okay. She says, I found strength on the other side. I found grace on the other side. Grace and strength that I never had in my living life. She felt like she was weak in her life. Very, I'm hearing emotionless. You possibly never saw your mother cried. She just hid everything. She was stuck inside of herself. All right. But when she got the opportunity to go to the light, she did. And honestly, for some of y'all out here, they were waiting on the light. The mothers were waiting on the light. Okay. And she's definitely trying to communicate with you through dreams. Through your dreams, to communicate with you and tell you to let go of some things that you're holding on to. If you're holding on to some harshness with your mother or about your mother, I have a forgiving heart, and she's letting you know here, I'm sorry. I've been trying to communicate that with you through your dreams. I'm hearing something about a balloon that I don't know if somebody went outside and there was a balloon right there, or maybe it's your favorite color, it was her favorite color. That balloon was meant for you to find it from her. It was like a gift. All right. Yeah, she's definitely on a different journey now in her life on the other side. And I feel like she's just floating in air. She's just happy. She's at peace. She's released everything on this side of life. And anything that you are going through or had to experience with her, she's apologizing. And I'm sorry, I was a weak individual. I was weak. Okay. But I was weak on that side. But on the other side of life, I found strength. I found grace. I have light. Okay. And I'm purified. I'm so much better. I'm so much better. She wants you to know that everything is okay. Okay. Because what I'm seeing in my mind right now is just a figure, and it's just all glowing in beautiful white light. Yeah, she is definitely trying to indicate that I knew I was a jacked up mother. I knew that I treated you horrible, and I'm sorry. I just didn't know how to say it then, and possibly she did say it at some point. When you got older, or when she got older, or before she passed away, or whatever. Maybe there was a lot of things that was left unsaid between you and your mother. All right. What else does she need to say to you? Oh, what's this? Loss and lack, fear, victimization. See, this was on a different deck. I didn't even mean to pick this up, but she had a lot of loss in her life. She felt very, very low. Okay. She possibly dealt with a lot of abuse in her life, childhood, growing up, maybe sexually abused, physically, mentally abused. I just feel like she possibly had some issues with her eyes before she passed away. I just feel like she was just a lost person. I'm hearing she was a lost soul. So she didn't know how to love correctly. Okay. She didn't know how to love correctly. What does your mother need you to know? What does your mother need you to know, Virgo? I saw the Tower card. So it was rough. What does your mother need you to know about her life and why she was the way she was? What happened to your mother in her life to turn her into the bitter, narcissistic being that she was? What happened? She was bruised. She had a lot going on. She was victimized, and she was only trying to survive. She felt like an outcast. She felt like she was alone, even though she had her family, the strength of her family. I just feel like she just felt lost. She didn't have the strength to do anything. I'm hearing she didn't have the strength to provide or survive. I feel like she was possibly could have been medicated at some point for depression, or maybe she should have been medicated for something and she wasn't. She so much so wanted to be there and do for her family, but for whatever reason she couldn't. She wanted to provide, possibly was a single parent here, but she's sending you love. Okay, from the other side, I'm sending you love. All of my love I'm sending to you. Okay, and she's sending you love. She's sending you hope. She's telling me that she's sending you hope for another day. It's like she's sending you the ammunition to release all of that toxicity in your life. If you're dealing with something toxic in your life, toxic people, if you're doing some toxic things to people or whatever, because that's something that you learned from her, she wants you to move on away from that. Okay, she's saying, I'm sending you clarity. I'm sending you peace. I'm at peace here. I don't feel down in the dumps anymore on the other side. I'm so much more happier. I'm so much at peace. And she has a lot of regrets. I feel like she wanted to give you more than you had when you were younger. She wanted to give you this family. She wanted to have money to buy you the things that you asked for that you never got. Okay. But she was bruised. She was dusty. She was physically, mentally, spiritually just shut the fuck down. And she didn't know how to keep on going. But she did it, and she tried to do it for the kids. She may have taken her angst and her frustrations out on you. But at some point, she did regret it, possibly toward the end of her life or possibly right away. Whether she said she was sorry or not, she was just so hopeless and helpless. Okay, alone, and she possibly tried to get help, with food stamps or the free clinic or whatever. She wanted to provide for you and your I'm saying you and your children, you and your siblings or your family or whatever. But she tried and did the best she could. She had the strength, but she didn't know she had it. Okay, I just think like she was a lot of confused. She had a lot of confusion going on, and she didn't know if she was going left or going right. She was so busy trying to think things through, trying to take care of you and the family. I just think that she ignored the fact that she possibly had a mental illness. Okay, something going on in her mind. All right. I just think that her mind just blew up. I just feel like she could have had a stroke too. I'm hearing something about a ischemic stroke, something like that, a light stroke, and never knew about it or never went to the doctor to get it checked on or something like that. I feel like she had some sort of major injury, not major. It could have been minor that was never diagnosed. Could have been why she had a narcissistic tendency or something like that. There's something going on with her mind. Okay, I have the Fool card. What do you want to say, Mama, from the other side? What do you want to say, Moon? What do you want to say? So yeah, I see. Maybe you knew more about what she was going through mentally than anybody else because you are the Virgo. You are the clairvoyant one. You are the mystic. Okay, you are the seer. So I feel like you knew out of everybody in your family that something wasn't right. We got the Fool card and we got the Moon. She possibly disappeared sometimes and just left you there wondering where she at and what she was doing and went off all cattywampus and lived her life and forgot about the kids for a couple of days, a couple of months or whatever. She just did what she wanted to do regardless of the fact that she had kids in the house to feed. Okay, I just feel like she didn't know any better. I feel like there was always a worry about money, about finances. How can I make $1 out of 15 cents? What am I going to do? This is all I have. I got these kids to feed. Maybe going to food pantries or churches or some sort of mission. I just feel like she felt that she had to do it all on her own. And she was just a broken individual. And I feel like the people in her life, the lovers, the men that she had, they just hurt her too. So I just feel like she was worried about the finances. I feel like she had her more than fair share of broken relationships with shiftless ass people who didn't help her. So I'm doing this all on my own. I don't have it. I'm not giving you anything, So I feel like she gave more and more to people who hurt her than they gave to her. Okay. I just feel like there was a lot of negativity. Okay. A lot of, I want to say like near poverty, but not poverty, 100%. You still ate, you still had food. I just feel like she reached out, but nobody ever helped her. I just feel like she felt hopeless, A lot of confusion here. I don't know. I feel like at some point maybe she tried to reach out for help but never got it. Or I feel like also this could be the energy of people constantly coming at her. I'm trying the best I can. I got 2, 3, 4, 5 kids or whatever. I don't know what to do. I'm so confused. What am I going to do? They have a father or some fathers and but they don't want to do anything either. I'm tired of doing this by myself. It was always she felt that always there was somebody badgering her, asking her for this or asking her for that, and she just didn't have it. So there could be some energy around her, your mother. In order for her to get some bills paid, she had to do things that she possibly didn't like to do, didn't want to do, but she felt she needed to do to keep things rolling in the house, to keep the bills paid, to keep food on the table. So I feel like she definitely did some things in her life that didn't feel good or she knew wasn't right, but she felt that she needed to. For the sake of the children, but also because of her mental illness, and she drank a lot. She was an alcoholic. Okay, she was an alcoholic, and that helped her get through the days. That helped her. I feel like that kept her sane while she was doing the things that she did to provide for the family. So she doesn't want you to. I feel like she wants to apologize. She wants you to know why she was the way she was in her living life. Okay. I just feel like she was just all jacked up in the head. In order to keep things rolling, she was already a confused individual. She didn't know what the hell to do. But I feel like in order to get the food on the table, in order to buy you Christmas presents or stuff, or food for Thanksgiving or school clothes and everything, we got to do some stuff we don't want to do. So I feel like that's what she did. She robbed Peter to pay Paul, or she went out there and did what she had to do. You know what I'm saying? To put food on the table for the kids. I'm a mama and I got to provide for my kids. I got the landlord wanting money. I got the bill collector wanting money, whatever. Those my kids. I got to find a way to provide for them by any means necessary. So she stepped out, and did things. Though she possibly had a couple of lovers or whatever. They were alcoholics, probably drug abusers too, and they didn't do shit either, So she had to get by the best she could. I just think that she was I'm hearing a soiled individual. She just was just so antsy. She just didn't know what to do, how to provide. Okay. But she did the best she could do. What else do you need to say from the other side? What else do you need to say, mama, from the other side for Virgo? There is no time where I am. Time is only on the earth. I am with the rest of the family. She is with the rest of the family. Time stands still where she is. She doesn't recognize time on the other side. We are so connected. She's letting you know I'm still here. I am still around you. You may not be able to see me, but you'll be able to feel me and sense me. All right. I always give you a good night kiss. You may have a heart with her picture in it or her name on it, or like a photo with her surrounded by a heart. She said, learn all you can here on earth, especially about forgiveness, especially about not holding on to past heartache and pain. Release that toxicity in your life. It will weigh you down. I feel like it will weigh you down like, I don't know, like something like darkness, almost as if you swallow like a whole bunch of bricks and you go in the swimming pool and you just sink to the bottom. She's saying release all of that anger, that angst, that hurt, that pain. That you saw what she went through. She doesn't want you to go through what she went through. She realized that she had some sort of mental illness, but she never dealt with it, and she should have, but she was afraid of what people would say. And she's saying, I'm standing right here next to you. Right here next to you. And she's loving you every day. She wants you to know that she's sorry. I feel like she's just doesn't know how else to say it. She didn't know how to communicate that with you when she was here on when she was here on this side. I have inspiration. She says that you inspires her. You inspire her by who you are, by how your life has turned out since she passed away. Okay. I'm hearing she said that she knows that that all the stuff she took you through, that you were kind of enthusiastic when she took her last breath, when she passed away. It kind of, though you mourned her death, you were okay with it. You were possibly okay, happy that she passed away. And she realizes, she knows that, she understands that. that stance that you took when she passed away. All right. We have actualization. She realizes how she was. She realized that she was not flexible with you at all. She was not lenient with you. You didn't get away with a bunch of shit kids get away with these days. No, no, no. I'm hearing she ruled her home with an iron fist. You know, she's definitely within that light, and she knows that, oh, I saw everything that I've done to my life, that I've done in my life, that I've done to my child, that I've done to you who's watching. You know, she knows that. But she realizes, like, Dad, you inspire me. I see how good you are. It's like I misinterpreted you your whole entire life. All right. And I feel like she just surrendered. She was just ready to go. You know, she didn't fight. And she lived a very vulnerable life. She was just tired of living, tired of struggling, tired of scuffling and scraping to get to the next day, to get to the next month, to get to the next year. She was just ready. She didn't fight. When it came time for her to pass away, she went peacefully. All right. Don't give me no machines. Don't pump my chest. Don't do shit. Leave me alone and let me go. All right. She was ready to go. She was. And now she's on the other side, healthy, happy, rejuvenated. You know, just rejuvenated. I just feel like she's just I'm hearing structure. Her structure is different. Her build is different now that she's on the other side. She doesn't have the same earthly worries that we have anymore. She's ready. She's done. What other messages from other family members that want to come through? What other messages want to come through now? Favorite color could have been maroon. We got the initials L and T. I have you were named after somebody on the other side, possibly your mother or your grandmother. Your sister is on the other side as well. Could have been Lydia, Lita, Thomas, Thomasina. I'm hearing Lamont or Lester, and the letter P. Somebody was a pastor. I'm hearing pulpit. They were in a pulpit. I have it could have been a Libra. Got H as well. So we have initials L, T, P, and H. A sister's on the other side with your mom. They were into sports. You have somebody on the other side who was into sports. And we have stop. They want you to stop doing something. We got Virgo here and Pisces, and your granddad is on the other side. Okay. Granddad is on the other side. I actually see the letter Q. His name could have been Quincy, or he could have liked the show from back in the day, Quincy. He could have been a medical examiner or something doing medical, or a dentist or something. I got sweet tooth here. Okay. I feel like somebody on the other side, your sister, wants you to stop dealing with the Capricorn. So if you're dealing with a Capricorn, okay, stop. Or stop drinking so much coffee. Okay. Dealing with a Capricorn. Or stop drinking so much coffee. If you were dealing with a Capricorn, cheated. They cheated on you. They cheated on you. Okay. Somebody has a twin on the other side, or you have a family that both of the twins have passed away, and they're both on the other side. They're together. All the family is together on the other side. But mainly, your mother wants you to know that she lived a hard life. She just didn't love herself the right way, and she knows that. Okay, she realizes that. Let's get a final message overall from Mama on the other side. Purpose. She says you have a purpose. You have a purpose in your life. And she's saying, she said, I'm so glad you didn't allow me to put you in a position that I was in for my entire life. She is so proud of you for moving on and thriving in your life. In spite of everything that you went through with her being your mother, she wants you to know that you are an inspiration to her, and you do have a purpose. All right. Talk to y'all later.